These are the 5 tips for first-time gigging musicians, Volume 1. If you find value in this channel, please like and subscribe and share it with your gigging friends. And this is really information that, advanced or mediocre giggers may find interesting and helpful too. So it's great information for first-timers, but it's not necessarily just for first-timers. So let's get into number 1. Practice, practice, practice. So to make sure you're confident before you take that first gig, you want your music to be flawless as possible. Now, that's not to say when you get on that stage you're going to be nervous. You may make a mistake, and that's cool, man. That's no big deal. But the thing is if you're confident in what you're playing, you can get out there and do okay. You can get the music out there. Number 2. Know your audience. If you're going to play a wedding, you don't want to jump in and play some metal. So you want to know the audience so you have the right songs available for the audience you're playing. I live at a beach tourist destination, so a lot of people want to hear like Jimmy Buffett and Kenny Chesney and Sweet Caroline. Of course, that's anywhere, right? God, I hate that song. Wagon Wheel. They want sing-alongs. They're here to party and hang out. And most bar gigs are like that. So you want to know your audience. You don't want to walk into a country bar and play some death metal, man. And you don't want to walk into a death metal bar trying to rip off some old school Waylon and Willie. You want to be able to go in there and know your audience. So number 3, be professional. Show up on time. I kind of get a hang up on this dress appropriately. You're a musician, so you should be dressed like a musician. Now, how do you define that? I wear shorts. I live at the beach, dude. I'm not wearing long pants. So, just be you, but just make sure you're cleanly dressed and relatively neat as you can be. Obviously, if you're playing a wedding gig, you're going to want to dress up for that. You're going to wear a tie or something like that. But be courteous to your audience. Unless you're like me, part of my shtick is I pick at my audience and I give them a hard time, and I pick a few people out that look like they can handle it, and at their expense, I joke and have a good time. When you do this, though, when you show up on time, you verify the gig with the venue, you let folks know, that gives you a reputation of being responsible, which we as musicians have an overall reputation for not being very responsible. So do that, because if you're going out and you're gigging, it is an artistic endeavor for you, but it is a job as well. So number 4, promote yourself. You cannot count on the venue to promote you. Unfortunately, they schedule bands and musicians and talent all the time. They're not going to promote you. So it's up to you, man. You have to become an expert in marketing. You can use social media to take flyers out and paste the town with them. I remember back before internet, because I'm 52. Back in the day, man, every gig we played as a band, we printed up flyers, even if they were handmade 8.5 by 11 paper that we drew. Well, our rhythm guitar player was also an artist, and he could draw, and he would hand draw every one of our flyers, and then we would go somewhere, we'd make 100 copies, man, and we'd go around town, the towns we were playing in a day or two before, and we would go into convenience stores and music stores and everywhere, back then record stores, and we would put those flyers up, and that would help us promote, and we'd hand them out. You also social media is such a big thing, man. Don't be scared to get out there and promote your gigs there. Obviously you want to invite friends and family, but the way you build a following is that you get people engaged in your music that's never heard you before. So finally, number 5, have fun, man. That's what the music's all about. It's one of the coolest jobs in the world. Yeah, it sucks having to load in PA and pack up later and pull it out, but enjoy the experience. It's supposed to be a good time, and you're an entertainer. So if you're having a good time and that shows, then obviously your audience will have a good time. So that's the 5 tips for first-time gigging musicians. If you found this beneficial, please go ahead and like and subscribe. Hit that bell so you get noticed the next time I upload a video.